Hello everyone, we're back at ESA Summer 2025 and we've now got Rh4kor running Super Mario Bros. 3 in the any percent Warpless category. Take it away whenever you're ready.
Yeah, indeed. So I guess I can do the countdown. Oh, there's some introduction yet. This is Rh4kor doing the run, and I'm Tampa doing the commentary for this. And I guess we are ready to start. So in 3, 2, 1, go! So this is Mario 3. I think it's a pretty well-known game for most people. And this is the Warpless category, which means we are playing through the game as fast as possible without using the warp whistle. And there are multiple categories for this game. One is the 80% where you use a wrong warp in World 7-1. You beat it in 3 minutes. That is the 80% no wrong warp, where you use the flutes to go to World 8. And then this, no flutes, and then this 100%. So each levels are fairly short, and the main thing about this game is the P-speed mechanics. You have the small arrows on the main bar below, and if you fill those up, you get P-speed, which means you run a lot faster than normally. And keeping it throughout the levels can be quite tricky, as many jumps are quite tight. When you land on a block there, for example, you have just a few frames to press the jump button. And it can be a little bit tricky to time, like if you're not used to this setup, because there might be some different input lag than Rh4kor is used to. So even if we don't use the warps, we're allowed to take them. We're allowed to take the flutes, and I believe Rh4kor is going to fly up here and get the flute.
I hope. Looks like I'm not doing
Guess
that.
not. Well, in a way that's a good thing, because if you have the flute in your inventory, you may accidentally use it in a run, and if you use the flute, then the run is over. But if you beat the boom boom here in the normal way, you don't get the flute, and you don't have that risk to use it later. That's good. I can mention from the chat, this is not the Japanese version. The Japanese version is slow for this game because each level takes longer to load because it's on the Famicom disk system. And you do save some time with less text in some of the levels, code houses and the castles. But overall, it's a lot faster to play on the US version.
Oh, nice pickup.
Are you going for the tunnel?
No.
Nah.
I can't do that.
Yeah, it's quite hard thing to do where you can duck jump and barely make it through the tunnel without getting hit, but it's quite tight, and it doesn't save as much time as it's worth for a marathon run. And each of the 7 first worlds has an airship at the end, which is a long auto-scroller, so that's also a good time for like donations and stuff, so I'm gonna hold them back for a little bit until that happens. These Hem Brothers on the map screen, each time you beat a level, they start moving around. And this can add up to a lot of time in a run, because they can either do, normally they do 1 step or 2 steps. And each extra step they take, it costs, yeah, better be safe. It costs half a second, so that can add up quite a lot in a run. Oh no!
I hate this level so much. It's insane.
Yeah, the P meter is tricky because the arrows go up every 8 frames if you have a speed more than 40. It's a top speed, without speed. And if you run across the small tile there on the 8th frame, when the P meter is going to go up, you're going to lose an arrow instead. Yeah, like that, he lost an arrow, and then he can't get P speed.
Mario, please.
But this can be yeah, that's fine.
Okay. And now it's moved up. That's confusing.
There
Okay.
we go.
Get out of there.
Yeah, this level is infamous for doing the belly flop when you don't get the P speed. So here's the first airship, which means it's a good time for donations or messages if you have any.
I got the jump.
Get the jump.
The throne room jump.
Yeah. At the start of throne room, we have 2 frames where you can make a jump, and it doesn't save anything, it's just a cool thing to do. You want some swag in there. Yeah, there's not much to do here, so you can go ahead and read something if you have.
Yeah, of course. I've got a couple of donations there. So got a $5 donation from Avenue of Tranquility, the second. No message, but it's contributed towards the Kingdom Hearts 2 Sephiroth fight. And we've also got a $10 donation from Mr. Ryudo. Again, no message, but it's also contributed to Sephiroth Fight in Kingdom Hearts 2.
That was the easy pattern.
But these Koopa kids have, you can either hit them three times by stomping in the head, or you can use fireballs and split to take down. But the pattern you get is slightly random, but you can predict it depending on where you beat the last level and when you enter the pipe. But it's a bit more safe to stomp on them rather than using the fire flower. Depending on the Koopa kid, because World 4 Koopa kid is a big jumper, and that's one is like more scary to jump on than to shoot with fireballs. Each time you beat the world, you get an item. So here's getting a P-Wing. That's going to be used later in the run.
It was a terrible word one, was it? Titanic.
I mean, you'll do better.
Yeah, it can only get better.
There at the start, you have to run all the way until you bunk the wall in order to get the piece build up.
Nice.
Very nice.
Get out of there.
And there you slow down on purpose to not get a star card. If you run as fast as possible and grab the card in the end, you normally get a star. So you slow down on purpose to not get one. Because if you get 3 of the same kind, you get a long fanfare at the end of the level. Oh! Yeah. That's thing, it might be used to slightly less delay, because delay is different on the setup here and then the setup at home. Yeah.
Jesus.
You're too slow!
And the fire flower is normally the best item to have, but in World 2 he's not going to get a fire flower backup until the airship. So he's going to lose some time, like in the fort, for example, to not be able to kill Boomer with the fire flower. But it's fine. And this world is famous for the early hammer. There's 2 hammer brothers on the main screen, then there's a secret one on the left and on the right. And one of them has the hammer item, which they can use to break blocks in the world. And it's random how they walk, and there's a way to manipulate them to get the star more easily, the hammer more easily. But it's still a hard thing to do, and you will not see it this run. He still wants the hammer though, which is going to be used in the World 4 to skip the fort. But for this one, it's just gonna play it normally. The P-meter is what makes this game a lot of fun to play, because it's kind of tricky to both build it up as well as keeping it. There are some strategies you can use to more easily have it kept throughout, like the screen transitions when you go in the pipe or a door, for example. I can't remember if we go for the rocket or not. And for some levels there's a lot of lag going on when you jump on enemies, and this level is notorious for that. Nice.
It's a bit annoying that I don't have the fire flower anymore.
Yeah.
The next one is on the airship?
Yeah, the airship is next fire flower to get. There are not many fire flowers in the second world. And the hammer brothers, as mentioned, they walk around on random after you beat the level. But you can't tell which item is the one. After they stop the movement, they stand still and the other face left or right. And that is not random. The hammer is always facing left and the music box is always facing right, I believe it is. So that's one way you can tell which one is which. So first they move here, and then they stop moving, you can see. So the bottom one is facing left, the upper one is facing right, so then they know which one is which. So here you either play 2-5 or 2-4, depending on where the hammer brothers are going. You have to sometimes adapt your strategies where to go.
No early hammer?
No early hammer in the marathon run. That's too bad. So right now he's gonna get lucky with these, because he's not being able to get the second hammer bro. Because you don't want to kill more than necessary. If he gets the other hammer brother, you get a music box that you can use to avoid hammer brothers in later worlds, but it's faster to avoid them completely.
No dome box.
No dome box.
No dome.
Out of the dome RTA. And many players might think like, oh, why don't they get a leaf? The leaf is very slow in this game, actually. The running speed with P-speed is 56, that number of subpixels you move every frame. And when you fly, your speed goes down to 23. So 23 is a lot slower than 56. It's even faster to swim than to fly in this game, by 1 speed unit. And when you fly, like each time you jump with the leaf, you're losing speed. Which you don't do if you have Super Mario or Fire Flower, for example. So, we have another auto-scroller, which means more donations.
Perfect. So we've got, first of all, we've got a $100 donation from Mr. Nyanta, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, who says, let's go Sephiroth battle. And again, that's contributed to the Sephiroth fight in Kingdom Hearts 2. And we've also got a $10 donation from Digital Mole, who says, the best 2D Mario, wahoo. Hard to disagree with that, to be honest.
Yeah, this Mario game is it's a great classic.
Yeah, it's for its time, it's amazing.
Yeah. I could argue that Mario World is a better game, but there's some things I prefer with this game anyway. But they're both great. So I'm going to finally get this Firefly back to see, and hopefully be used to kill this boss Immortal. But as mentioned, the time, the pattern you get from the Handbrother, not the Handbrother, the Koopalings, depend on when you beat the last level and when you reach up to the point the fight starts. And when you get the Fire Flower here, that time is going to be slightly different, so...
Yeah, I don't know what...
Yeah, he doesn't know what pattern he's going to get because of that, as that's not something you normally practice. So then it's normally better to play it safe than to go for...
Okay, it was the easy one
Yeah.
again.
So you can either walk forward at once, jump at once, shoot at once, a combination of a few, etc. Split.
Split. Yeah,
And the classic thing is if you want to jump for the wand or not. The wand falls slower, faster than Mario does in this scene here. So it's faster to wait for the wand to hit Mario than to jump it up in the midair. And there is a strategy called the off-screen wand grab. This means you have to wall jump on the right side, get up on the top, and jump to get the wand just when it spawns. And that way, when Mario starts falling, he is half off-screen, which means the game treats him as being above the screen. So when you start falling, you fall down instantly instead. But that's a really hard trick to do, but it saves some time. Oh, not again. The first water level. And water, as mentioned, is very slow to swim in, so you want to get out of the water as soon as possible. But every time you land into water, like right here, you lose all your speed. So it's not faster to jump out of the water all the time. It's faster to stay in water if you have a long distance for it. Hello, Yadokami. And Caddy, also. Posting this 7-1 clip that we're gonna see later on.
Let's see if I...
But this one has a hard P-meter strat you can do.
Ah.
Oh. It's a tricky thing to build up P-speed there because you don't have enough distance. You have to make some tricky maneuver. Oh. Yeah, the cheap tip are infamous because if you fall too quickly down and the enemies jump up towards you, you can accidentally clip through the hitbox of the jumping hitbox by going straight into the enemy hitbox.
There's a funny picture from Kairua with
Yeah.
the cheap hitboxes, just random lines.
So that is like, there's not much you can do. You just need to get lucky with your momentum there. Hit the. But like for this world, there are more fire flowers to get. This one here, I'm not sure which one Raku's gonna grab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
This
lag.
one is, there's so much lag in this one. This one can even lag so much that it crashes the game. But I don't think that has happened in an actual run. But you can set it up if you want to.
Actually,
Nice.
it can crash.
Yeah, if you like know what you're doing and set up more lag than they normally do, you can make the game crash. And you can make the game like deload the water, for example. It's a rare thing to happen, but oh, here's the famous runaway bro. Gonna mention more soon. No, don't 3. No.
Don't do it, Ronnie. I don't know the backup. Don't do it.
So the hand brother on the right, we call him Ronnie, and if he walks to the right from where he is right now, he's gonna go off screen, and that's a big problem because you need the bridges to be right for you. So this bridge is up on the right. Oh, good. Okay, you're playing it safe, yeah. So every time you beat a level, the bridge is gonna change.
Oh,
and
taking a dip.
And you need the bridge to be open to be able to skip 3-6 with a cloud and go to the 8 correctly. And if the hand brother runs away, you're not able to do that without taking a death or playing another level. Ooh, that was too close.
Yeah.
So right now he's playing safe. He goes to take this hand brother out right now so he doesn't run away. And then he needs to go back to the other hand bro.
Okay.
To set up. Okay, yeah, that's it. Good. To set up the bridge correctly. So this one gives the hammer item, which is going to be used in World 6. And he got one from World 2 that's going to be used in next World to skip forward.
Of course he goes down.
Yeah. And this one has a star item, which you technically don't need. You can use it in a few levels. But we need to beat this Hambro to be able to put the bridges up. So now if you see between 3.6 and 3.8 there's a bridge there, that's close. So now we can use the cloud to skip through the level. Oh, that's so scary.
That's how you whistle, usually. But
yeah.
No whistle.
Now you can't whistle, but you can still accidentally use items that you won't use in other places. Nice.
Yeah, when you think you pressed A, but you didn't enter the level, but you're already holding B for running.
And this level is a bit scary because as you use the cloud, if you will die in this level by getting eaten by the big fish, he goes back to before 3.6, and which means he has no cloud anymore. He has to beat 3.6 at that point. But thankfully he didn't die, so that's good.
I used to die there, of course.
But for this level as well, there's a backup flower that's going to be used to... Ooh.
What am I doing? Oh my god. Go inside.
Yeah, getting it through narrow spots can be a bit tricky sometimes. There we go. And here you can sometimes despawn one of the sheep here. But you got both of them, it doesn't matter.
Is it also with lag, right?
Yeah, not such a lag, but you have too many sprites on the screen. Because the white blocks create some sprites when you destroy them. And then the Koopas you can kill from above that fall down. And when you have the Koopas as well as the white blocks, that both cheap in one spawn. And despawning enemies are going to be used later on in the game for level 65. Because normally you have to fly up and kill them with a block or shell rather. But you can despawn two enemies and get away. That's up later. As a kid when I played this game, like I always got the frog suit from 3.9 and used it in this airship. But the frog suit is very hard to control and it's terrible against bosses. But it's all the fun to have. But the fire flower is the best option. Yeah, sadly you can't do anything to speed this up. There's a hard strategy for that the Zulu City Speedrun is using by clipping into the wall and getting pushed into the camera further to the right. But that's way too inconsistent and hard to do RTA, so it's not being...
You can also die, right?
Yeah, if you clip too far on the right, you're gonna die, so you have to be careful as well. So it's both hard to do, it's hard to save much time to do it, so no one ever does it.
Windy.
Oh, one. Oh, nice. Yeah, when it can be quite tricky sometimes, as after each hit shoots a ball or a ring, I guess, and those rings can be in your way all the time. So doing this in Small Mario, for example, which is a category we speedrun, Small Mario category, it's really difficult. And here's the Mario the King. Next up is everyone's favorite world. Big one. Big gaming. Indeed.
Okay. Easy strat.
Easy strat, yeah. Play it safe in the marathon.
Oh.
Ooh. Still keep it, you can still keep it.
Nope.
Oh, no. Yeah, some levels have a quite difficult team-meter strategies to use. Yeah, another thing he has to keep track of in the run is the amount of coins he has and the amount of points he has for some levels. Because if right now he has 80 points in the end and 68 coins, but if you have 88 coins and 80 points, you're gonna turn one Hem Brothers into a coin ship, which is an outscroller. It doesn't always happen in each world, but like in this one it can't happen at all. But in World 5 and 6 coming up, you have to be careful for that to happen. And you might have heard when he entered World 4, or entered the pipe rather, there was a small sound effect, which was when the card was spawning. Each time you get 80,000 points, you're gonna get the card game.
Nice.
And the card games stack as well, so you can have multiple of them. Like if you play one card game, you can get another one instantly. But it can only be one on the screen at the same time. Nice. This is a cool level when you get the P-Speed strat for it. It's really good.
In the Game Boy Advance version of SME3, this stage, the camera is all over the place.
Oh yeah. The camera's a bit different in the All-Stars version as well. That was the first hammer used to skip the fort. And I'm gonna use the hammer again as mentioned in World 6, 2 of them even. To skip a couple levels. 4-4 is really evil with going with this lucky to here. He can be a good sniper. Ooh, oh wow!
Bruh.
Yeah, playing a separate to be a bit slower down.
Going for some swimming. Oh my god, please.
You got it. Right there, yeah, you can get unlucky and get hit right when you enter the pipe. And so many people have died there just before when entering the pipe, myself included. So these Ham Brothers here on the left side now. Hopefully we... okay.
This... I don't... oh, okay.
Okay, we might have to play both of them. So one has a P-Wing and the one has a star. And the star is useless, but the P-Wing can be useful to have. And hopefully... do it. So he has one music box that's going to be used in World 5 then probably to skip the Ham Brothers. As you got the P-Wing from this one instead.
What am I doing? Going back percent.
Get it. Better than dying.
This level also really lags at the end and a lot
Yeah.
of input.
You can lose inputs because of the lag as well.
Eating a
So.
lot of inputs. I'm not going for the...
Okay, yeah. That's on the hard P try you can do here in the beginning, but if you fail it, you're gonna run into the dry bones or jump down the lava. So. And the next level is the longest level in the game. It's the infamous World 4 outer-scroller airship. Because in order to make the fire in this level more dangerous, they slow down how fast it scrolls. So normal airships, they scroll 1 pixel every 2 frames, but this one scrolls 1 pixel every 4 frames. It's a very slow one, so you have 2 minutes here to chill and read some donations or messages.
Yeah, of course. So there's a $46 donation from Cringe Dad. It says, hello to Sarah and Everson. Remember to wash your dishes. And again, there's that's contributed towards the Kingdom Hearts 2 Sephiroth fight. And there's also a reward with that. It's the ESA Drippy Whisper shirt. And also the poll response to that as well, which is Kingdom Hearts 2 cutscene showcase Goofy dies.
And yes, we will from the chat. This is absolutely worth playing before GTA 6 comes out. This is a classic, amazing game. For those with a Switch membership online, you can play it on the Twitch, for example. And you may use it for subbing the speedrun the leaderboard, the Switch version. But we have more donations.
Yep, we've got $10 from Dice_NL. And he says, good luck to my Wily 3 buddy, you've got this.
Thank you.
Shoutouts to Dice's birthday yesterday. He told us to not sing for him in the outside the room here, but we did anyway. Because like if it's your birthday, you have to suffer. That's part of it. It's not our rule, that's how it is. And we can do one more donation there as well.
Yep, so there's a $5 donation from Nintendo Natalie, and messages Let's Go, Rh4kor and Tompa, and there's a poll response to that again. It's Kingdom Hearts 2 Cutscene Showcase, Goofy Guys.
Nice, thank you Natalie. But this is the worst Kublin because he's a big jumpy like that. And the same thing happened with the Cheap Tip before, when the Cheap Tip would jump into Mario and he took damage. Can happen here as well. Even if you land straight on the head, you take damage, and it's so annoying. But that was alright, yeah.
This airship is so boring.
Yeah, no one likes this airship, so like you have to do anything to make it more interesting, but like there's nothing you can do. A common thing is to like jump or shoot to the music or something. But otherwise, it's a long waiting time.
Or reading donations.
Or reading donations, exactly, reading the chat. And the airship in World 7 is also about the same length. It's a few seconds shorter, but it's a faster scrolling, but the airship itself is longer.
But that one is actually hard in World 7.
Yeah, that one you have to actually pay attention.
Okay, just didn't work.
You. I'll help you keep track with the coins in case it is.
Yeah,
but it's perfectly good right now. Oh, yeah. On the overworld there's Ham Brothers that keeps walking, and they can do a movement of 4 every time you beat the level if you're unlucky. Oh, no. And each time, as mentioned before, you get an extra movement, you lose half a second, and those seconds can stack up really well around. And sliding speed is actually faster than P speed. Sliding can get you up to, well, sliding can get up to 64 speed, but when you jump you can keep at most 62, normally 61. But you have to keep jumping every time you land to keep that speed as much of it, because every time you land you lose 1 speed unit every frame. With the one exception, but it doesn't... They use the music box to avoid having to play the Ham Brothers, because you get a P-Wing from World 4 already, so it doesn't need another P-Wing. And the other one is a star, which is useless. And it also prevents them from walking around, which saves time too. You still have to wait a movement of 1 every time you beat the level here. But normally you get a movement of 2 or up to 4 in this level, this world, so you save time by using it.
This is my least favorite world, by the way.
Oh yeah.
I like every world way more than World 5.
I'm not a fan of World 5 either. The tower is kind of cool, but you have to go back and forth. It's kind of hard to keep the P-speed. If you jump when you get out of the pipe, you're able to keep it for longer. But then you have to land again with a speed of 40 or more. Otherwise you're going to start losing the P-speed. And you can see the speed numbers, but it's quite easy to lose it. Like that, it's very hard, really hard to keep.
The Tristy was way better than I thought it would be.
Yeah. Oh, ooh. All good, all good.
Oh, got a level up. Extra life.
So that Ham Brother, he can walk. If it goes right, it's an automatic movement of 4. But we kind of want them to go right first and then go back and forth between the 4th and the level 7.
Oh, the lag.
Yeah, this is not a lag level. That can be quite tricky. But that was very good. Very nice, very nice.
Do I need the box?
You have a... Yeah, you don't have a box.
I don't have a box.
No, so you need a box for the piranhas.
Yeah, okay, he's chilling there.
Yeah, yeah. Gonna run back and forth there, probably.
Giving me a million movements. Oh. Oh, weird P-speed strat coming up.
Yeah, in the
weird level.
You hit the star and... I don't need a star when you have
you're right, I could have used the star. Ah,
oh.
This is so weird.
It's fine, it's fine. Right there when you get out of the pipe, you have 1 frame to jump, to be able to keep the P-speed. It's quite tricky. Oh. Oh.
Of course.
Yeah, I want him to go to right instead because we need to battle him. And now when he beats the fourth, because the Ham Brothers can't go over a finished stage, they have to walk up. That means more distance for us to, from Rh4kor to get up and fight him. Beautiful. That's some swag trick. In this game, you can go down the pipes on the side, on the right side. And that one is completely free to do, but it doesn't save any time, but it's like, it's a cool thing. I like to show that off.
But actually it's losing time because you lose your P-speed.
Yeah, that too, and it takes a little bit of time to jump up there. But anyone can do that on the clip, it's very easy to jump up there and then just hold.
Just don't jump too high or you're dead.
Yeah, you can jump up high and then jump up into the lava. This is terrible. This is one of the shortest levels in the game. And if you get the P-speed right here, it's still a bit tricky because you need to make small jumps. And if you jump up in the Koopa, it's going to be hard, but that was no problem.
One jump was very, very close there at the start.
And then 3 nannies and outer-scrollers, we're going to use a cloud to skip that one. And then be forced to play the next outer-scroller, which is the airship. So we have time again to read some donations.
Excellent. So we've got a $10 donation from Hyperwork. Simply says, good luck, Rh4kor.
Thank you. Thank you, Hyper. And in some airships you can hold left and you can drop down before the gap closes on the left side.
I didn't knew that.
Yeah, you can't do it in all of them, but some of them you can. And I've seen people like who don't think it's possible, so they hold left and drop down. Oh, I got the poop block!
Poop block!
Shout out to health. If you hit the block quite early on the right side, you can get the colors mixed up. As you see in the far right of the screen, like the colors are a bit weird down the blocks are. Because of the way the NES is loading the screens. So if you hit a question block at the far right, you can copy the colors that are on the far left side of the screen, which was happening to that block. That's not have any uses, but it's just some fun stuff. So Roy here, the upcoming Koopaling, when he lands on the ground, you have to be in mid-air, otherwise you get stuck. Each of those small bumps, the earth shakes, but you can just jump over and it's fine. That's good. That's word 5.
Yeah, to asking for things I can't do.
Yeah, Yellow Cyclone Shelt when Airwalk is, which is a swag list you can do in some of the other scores.
Yato, you can do it next year.
Yeah,
I can't do it.
Call out. But it's also another useless glitch, but it's just fun to show off. But even if it's easy to do, like if you haven't practiced it, don't go for it because you might die. And that's bad. Especially when dying in outer-scorer, because then you have to redo the whole thing. And it's extra bad to die in outer-scorer in the airship in World 5, because the airship can go back to the lower area, which means you have to take the tower back down again. That's gonna cost a lot of time. Here you skip first 2 levels with the hammer, and then you get another hammer here, which is gonna use to skip 6, 7. This is an outer-scorer. But this is the last hammer we get in the game.
That's the one I don't want.
In this level we have this slow elevator right here on the platform. But it's faster to take damage earlier. We are able to build up the P speed. And then hopefully you can keep it for most of it. Yeah. And if you get the star here, you can reach Boom Boom and kill him with a star instantly. Instead of, as it didn't have the fire flowers, so this is a nice backup to have instead. It's really fast, kills instantly, and you get question mark key.
Oh wait, the cloud looks left, right? So that was the cloud.
I can actually not remember, it's funny with the
I
cloud.
was watching right. Okay, yeah.
So there are 2 hand brothers on the right there. One has the cloud, one has the star. Star is useless, cloud is perfect.
But I think that was the cloud that was on. Oh, I forgot how to do this. Okay.
You didn't die.
Saved it. Let's play this casual. Okay. And no.
So that can be one problem with...
Jump! Ah, this is fine. Yeah.
That last jump there was so hard as a kid. Because you can get stuck in the spinner and go straight down the hole.
Yeah, you need to like bump your head at the top and it's fine. That is not the one I want.
As you can see in his inventory, has 3 stars there, and technically you don't want them, but if they're there, you can do.
Oh, does it still work?
No.
I think I messed it up.
Yeah. Grab that chunk. But this one is where you are able to despawn one of these guys up here. But you can also use the shell and the cannon.
Yeah, usually this is a free, like with the new Finnish spread, like the, what is it called? Squirrel kick.
Yeah, the short kick.
This is easy, but somehow I lost my speed there.
There are a couple of different ways. Oh yeah, here's looking at the hammer suit. The hammer suit can be used against Bowser, which means you're very easily killing him instead of using the fire flower. It's also a nice backup to have in case you lose the fire flower before.
This is the start.
That's a good thing when you when you go to the next screen and the screen is about to scroll. If you hold up or right or a movement, you can go past the Hamburg without fighting him. It's what Rh4kor did there to not having to fight Hamburg. That was a really nice, good RNG. And now he doesn't need to worry about the Hamburgers anymore. Both the movement as well as getting a coin chip. And as mentioned before, we don't like having the leaf, so we took a damage there to able to jump around normally instead. Very nice.
This is one of my most hated levels, cause sometimes you can clip like in the ceiling and then you're dead.
Yeah, if you jump too early and you get your head stuck in the ceiling, you won't be able to move further to the right unless you drop down first. But you're not prepared for it. So you just spam A to get up, and then you fall down instead because your speed flying meter rather runs out.
Yeah, sadly I have a P-wing. I have an extra P-wing. So no wall jump.
Oh.
So many stars.
So many stars. So this level it is possible to do wall jump on the right side here instead. But it's a lot safer mostly to use the P-wing instead. The next one, why not use it? And it's also good because then it can take damage at the start and the fourth here and keep the P speed easily.
I haven't done this with a Tanuki suit in ages.
Oh.
I think like, no. Okay. We just do this.
Are you going for it?
Yeah.
Oh. It is possible to clip into the corner there and scroll to the right and skip this part here. But it's very precise to do.
It was actually closer to the edge than I expected.
It was fairly
so
close.
it wasn't that bad of an attempt.
So many runners try to go for it because if you're if you're just above the corner, you don't lose any time by not trying it. But if you are too short with the jump, you fall down the spikes. That can be a bit tricky to be small instead. Yeah, we're at the end of the level here. It's an outroller airship again, which means we can read the donation.
Thank you. So we've got a $10 donation from Dark Zoa, and he says this run is sick, Rh4kor, keep it up, and that was contributed towards the Kingdom Hearts 2 Sephiroth fight.
Thank you.
And as always, there's nothing you can do except waiting. You can try to clip into the wall here.
I will try to.
And you get a free luxurious meal by Budsy.
Is this web can pretend I'm dead?
Oh yeah. Oh, you didn't?
No, I forgot where it is.
Oh, it's right there. Oh, I have one more. They can clip through it. Ooh, that was too close.
Well, that's the backup.
Yeah, backup if you take damage. You can clip through that wall and take the upper path here, which is it's like the safer, I suppose, but it's a swag strat, which is always nice to have. And for next level, you want to have a big Mario because you want to do a clip.
Yeah, and you don't want to have a leaf.
No, leaf is bad. Leaf makes the clip harder to do.
And you don't want to enter the level. Oh, my D-pad is doing duck inputs. That's scary.
Yeah, it's scary. Well, here's the last coupling. Eyeliner. And again, do a setup here. The
I don't know
the setup.
That looked good, actually.
So the clip is gonna do, it's a bit subpixel dependent. So when your speed is 40, which is non-max, the max non-P speed, you have a 50% chance to get the right subpixel to do it. What I did there was to slightly tap the button, D-pad, to set up the subpixels to make the clip more consistent to do.
It actually looked like 15. I think it was 15.
Might be.
But I also need to hit the jump, so...
So let's see if we can get the 7-1 clip here.
And don't enter the level.
Oh. Oh, nice! Second try, that's good. That's still good. Like, when you try the setup, if you don't get it first try, you can keep trying for so many times. Like, people have done 50 attempts without getting a single time, even if they are good runners of the game. So you pretty much have to get lucky. But second try is really good. 7-2 is an infamous level with the P-speed that I can do in the beginning here.
Oh! Yeah, that's exactly... Okay, let's do... Oh! Wait, give me that. Let's do this. Should be fine with the time. Oh, what's happening? Mario, please.
So building up the pyramid is a bit tricky here. There you go. So if there's an 8-frame timer for each arrow. If you're not on the ground with more than 40 speed when the timer hits 0, the timer is going to reset to 24 instead. Then after 24 frames, you're going to check again. Do you have speed 40 and on the ground? Otherwise, you're going to lose another arrow. And the timing can be quite tricky to build up that P meter consistently.
Yeah, this level is weird. Usually this works, but yeah.
What we wanted to avoid there was to fall into the gap. Otherwise, you have to hit some note blocks in order to get a path to jump over. Ooh.
Well, just...
It's another level. Ooh. Another level where they can lag quite a lot in the beginning.
Whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be big here because I'm gonna use a P-wing after skipping 7-4.
Usually I'm small anyways, cause I get hit in 7-2.
Yeah.
Where are my items? I haven't done
so many stars.
I haven't done a full run in almost a year, so item menuing.
Don't say that. Secret.
I'm fully de-rust.
But this level normally have to hit the P switch. Oh, first you get a power up. You can hit the P switch, go down, get a teddy bear, and then you can fly up here. But it's much faster to just use a P-wing instantly and fly up. And see the extra P-wings, you can just use it. You can also clip through the door like I did in 7-1.
Yeah, but it's weird.
It's weird.
This clip
yeah,
is weird.
It's a bit trickier than 7-1, but still possible. But if you have P-wing, just use P-wing. Next up, you have a choice to make to play 7-7 or 7-8. 7-7 has a clip you can do to beat it much quicker, but it's very hard to do. And the 7-8 is also a hard one if you do the fast routes in it. But it's had a lot of extra stars, might as well use a star. And as mentioned, the leaf is slower to have, but it's more safer to for an extra hit or to be able to better for the room.
It's nice that I kept the suit.
Yeah, so now you can fly up in here in the beginning. You're gonna turn around and then fly up to the top. This level also has a couple of clips you can do. Whatever. Ooh, almost got a clip. You can clip in that corner and save a little bit of time. But as mentioned before, those corner clips are very hard to execute. And a bit luck/suffix dependent.
Oh. I tried.
Yeah, you tried.
Oh, duck input.
So there, if you take the bottom row, there are 4 clips you need to do. And you can do only 2 as well. But 4 clips ideally. But if you get stuck in them, you can get stuck for a long time to Okay, but then you lose more time than it saves.
What's called baby prison? Or
Baby prison?
yeah, isn't it baby prison?
Oh,
when you-
maybe it is. Yeah, like
So this is Item Waste Island.
that was the final cloud.
Okay, now don't die on the airship.
The airship is very long. It's the second longest level in the game. It's the longest in terms of length, but it's the second longest in terms of time. But this one is very long. But then it's also quite tricky to do. And if he dies, he'll have to play the fourth as well as the Piranha Stage level.
No, I don't need to. Also,
Yeah, but if you die, you have to play the fourth and then it's another round.
no, I go back on 7-9 if I die.
Yeah. But you have to play the fourth, and then the plant is gonna wake up. You have to play the plant.
Yeah, but the airship is flying.
The airship is flying away. I'm stupid. Yeah.
Yeah, Tarsa.
Yeah, when you die, the airship flying away, so you don't have to backtrack back to the castle. That's a really good point. Hello, DMTM. That's not the colored glitch for the block.
Like the poop block.
Yeah.
Moldy block.
But this not gonna have a lot of outer scrolls in a row. So it's this one, the first two levels of World 8 are outer scrolls as well. And then ideally we want to skip the hands. I'll get back to those later. And then you have one more outer scrolls in a row. So there might be four in a row with these levels. And it can be quite tiresome to do.
Get out of here, Mario. I don't want to play this anymore.
And if you jump on these screw things earlier, you can despawn them as well. So that's a annoying part of this level. But if you ignore them, they're gonna stay in place. Oh yeah, I said before this about the last coupling, that was stupid. This was the last one, Ludwig. That's good, all safe, very nice. On to the last world.
Get out of there, Mario. I'm a bit scared of Air Force.
Yeah, Air Force is a trick level. As a kid, I always used the P-wing to beat that one.
Yeah, can you just fly over the whole level?
Yeah.
Oh, Air Force, I never tried that.
I can never beat it as a kid. It was way too difficult. And also, I was playing with the PAL version, and the PAL version goes slower because of the frame rate, but you also jump short in the PAL version. So it's hard mode version actually.
Ah, yeah, you jump shorter. Yeah, I remember that like 1-2 isn't working or something.
Yeah. Like if you watch a speedrun, I've seen many posts like they try to copy the speedrun strats, but they can't because it are jumping way too shorter. Then it's all often that they're using the PAL version to do the run. And the Japanese version is also a bit harder because right now he has Fire Mario. If he takes a hit on his version, it goes back to Big Mario. But in the Japanese version, it goes small instantly, as is shown on the title screen of the game. But for US and PAL versions, it doesn't do that.
What pace am I on?
Don't know. X amount of minutes and frames.
Don't know how long.
Let's leave. We don't want to leave, but we can just put it out there anyway. This level causes a lot of lag as well, so Janu's gonna try. Janu's gonna try to. Rh4kor's gonna try to kill some of these bomb shit to reduce the lag. But it's still a bit risky because you can accidentally take damage.
Oh,
There's some lag.
no, something was wrong.
And the color of the exploding bombs changes depending on if you're Mario or Luigi. So if you're Luigi, gonna blink green instead. It's kind of funny. Let's see. Alright. I mean, go. Oh, nice, you got it. Very good.
Wranglers.
So the boomerang bro can either go left or right. And if it goes left, you can hit him with a with a fireball before he starts throwing the boomerang, because you can't do when it goes to the right. And the chest doesn't spawn unless both the hammer bro, the boomerang bro, as well as his boomerang is off screen. That's why you don't want the boomerang at all, if possible. And a lot of people keep saying like, oh, why don't they swim under the ship? The thing with swimming under it doesn't save any time, it's not safer at all, and you have to keep spamming A to not drown.
No, it's not safe.
So it's like, it's completely useless. It's a swag thing you did as a kid to show your friends, but speedrun purposes, it has none.
It's just scary.
Yeah. And if you do it on the last ship, it actually loses time, because you have to wait before you can jump up and then enter the pipe. And it costs actually several seconds to do. That's why no one is ever going under the ship. But I've seen that comment many times, like YouTube comments for speedrunning. Like, oh, why don't they swim under the ship? Because it's useless to swim under the ship.
Yeah, why? Don't do it. Safety save. Okay.
Yeah, actually, it speeds up the wear and tear of the controller. That's correct. So here comes the hand levels. Each time you land on one of these 3 tiles, there's a 50% chance that you're gonna be grabbed into it. There's nothing you can do about it. Just pray. Oh.
Of course.
So they have to play a 20 to 25 second long level.
But I'm gang always into. I always get into.
Well, hi Escape, I'm here. I'm still alive. Oh, two of them. Yeah, that's something you can do. There's a 12.5% chance that you get past all 3 hands without being grabbed into it.
Oh. Wait,
Can you get the fire? Yeah. The firefly was useful for both 8.1 and 8.2 as well as the 4, so it's good to have.
just go away. Get out of here.
But you do get a leaf, like some categories that use leaf can be useful to have as a backup, but not right now. So here's the Air Force, which is quite fast-paced. As mentioned before, normal auto-scrollers scroll the screen once every 2 frames. This one scrolls 1 pixel every frame. It's the fastest scrolling one in the game, and the only one that scrolls this fast.
Someone in chat is saying 2 out of 3 hands and it ain't bad. It is bad.
But it's bad, but it could be worse, I suppose.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I knew that one.
Yeah. There we go. Nice. So both 8.1 and 8.2 coming up here can be quite tricky to do. If you want to keep the P speed, that is. No, Robo, I haven't been here every year. You're incorrect. Nice, beautiful level, very good.
Good.
That one is tricky to get. And these two is tricky to get the keep the speed.
Yeah, I probably won't, but I try.
First we have the note blocks here that are hard to work with. And then you try to jump up here with... Oh! Oh! Wow, great! Not even Rh4kor expected that to happen again.
No. I never got this in a run.
You did it. Well, best time to get it then. Very good, very good.
Okay, so I have 1 million.
Yeah, used all the stars. The story makes the first part easy to do. And he has extra stars, so why not?
Making up for the deaths at the start.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. That can also be a bit tricky if you don't get to keep the P-speed. And you don't want to make the door in time at the end. You have to backtrack to hit the P-switch again.
But of course, the hard levels work.
Yeah, those work. These ones, like, no. So only 2 levels remaining, and the one is now to Scholar, so...
This is a good pace. I'm
If
surprised.
you have anything to say, you can feel free to do so, while we wait.
No donations or anything at the moment. Hopefully we'll get some towards the end there though.
You can jump up on the top there to do some swag strats. This level is quite safe. Normally you can just hold right the whole time and just hug the wall and nothing can hit you.
Alice laser beam.
Laser beam time. This level gets hard if you move around in the middle area, but don't do that. Just hold right as far as possible. Like those can't hit you. All good. Only small thing to worry about is the bob bombs. But you just pick them up and throw them instantly to the left or right. Fine. Or you can wait a bit and kill them off both. Is it the last boom boom fight coming up here is gonna be destroyed by the fireballs?
Oh, okay. I thought
Next
I
one,
didn't
yeah.
make it.
Do. Saddle the Yarrow.
Okay.
So right now he has the chicken suit that we call it, the hammer suit.
Okay, it's
And having a hammer against Bowser makes him go down quite easily. But the level is still difficult to do up to that point. That's why we want to keep the P-meter.
Oh.
Infamous one-up clip.
Oh.
There we go. And that one is also present in Mario's Mario 3's official strategy guide. So that's an intended way to do it.
of course.
Oh, okay.
No.
No, yeah.
Nah.
That messed up his strat a bit, so I'm gonna play it safer so it doesn't die. There we go.
I would have gotten backup P-speed.
It's half of time. Bye, Bowser. So timing is when we enter the door here.
Takes a moment.
So it's gonna just hold up and wait for the... and then just hold up. And... Time! Not bad. So the fireball takes 36 fireballs, I believe 35 to kill him. But the hammer, every time the hammer is in Bowser's hitbox it deals damage, so you can kill him off very quickly. And much safer to do than with the fireballs. Yeah, that was a nice run to show off. And I believe we also have the donation incentive for the N% category. So that's a really quick run that's gonna show off here as well. So I think we're gonna go straight to that, I suppose.
Oh, are we setting up?
So I guess you can just reset and do that, and you can read some messages meanwhile.
Yeah, so just towards the end there, we got another $5 donation from Nintendo Natalie. I had to donate again for that leap of faith. GG's. And there's a poll response for the Kingdom Hearts 2 cutscene showcase. Goofy dies. But apart from that, I'm going to hand over now to Robo Sparkle and Toasty Stoat for the next run, which is Kingdom Hearts 2. And we're going to go into a short intermission.
But I think it's going to be a donation incentive for this run, the N% category.
Yeah.
I believe that was met, so...
Yeah, 1 moment.
So we're going to...
I can confirm that the Any% bonus run was indeed met. Thank you guys so much for all of your donations.
Yeah, so just reset done and we'll go for the N% run.
Yeah,
If Tech is ready, we want to do the timer again as well.
Should I just try to do it as fast as possible, or should I?
That's up to you. I don't know what method you want to use. Yeah, so we are ready here. So in 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, so this is the N% category. This is the fastest way of beating the game. And I normally think that, oh, going to World 8 is the fastest. But there's a wrong world glitch you can do in 7-1. So you want to get to 7-1 as fast as possible. So he's gonna get the 2 wishes, one in 1-3 and one in the 4th. Then warp to World 7.
I have a save state if...
Okay, yeah, you have some backups, because the glitch, if it goes wrong, it's gonna crash the game. So you have some backups for that in case that happens. This was discovered back in, I think it was 2015 or maybe 14, not sure. So we know that you can go Rh4kor showed that you can go down a pipe on the side. And normally for most levels, like nothing else happens than like in a cool animation for it. But if you do it in like a 7-1, if it's in a vertical level, you go down a bit beyond the boundaries and you go into the game's code more or less. And when you can get access to the code, you can mess with it a bit.
I don't like 1-3.
Yeah.
Not my most favorite level.
Cool. So you can go down into the code, and if you have certain things set up correctly, you can make the game execute different code. It wants to execute the code that triggers the ending. And it's going to do that by setting up certain enemies on exact positions. It wants them to spawn in the right sprite slot, and then despawn them or kill them at the right values. It is hopefully going to make the game warp to the ending.
Oh, this doesn't want to work today.
At least you get to show to fly up this time. So with the 2 flutes, you can normally use one flute, then the other one in the World 9, the Warp Zone, and go to World 8. But now he wants to go to World 7, which means he has to enter World 2 first, or 3 or 4, and use another flute.
Important. I was so confused when I first tried this. I was like, wait, why am I in World 8 now?
Yeah. I'm gonna go to World Level 7. Level 1. But the thing it's gonna do here may seem a bit random, but it is to set up these enemies in the right values.
I hope I can see it. I hope.
It's gonna use some visual cues to where to despawn the enemies. The first needs to kill off them to clear those memory slots.
Oh, come here. No. No. This looks right.
Unsure. Yeah, it's either that or 1 pixel off.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's either it's right or it's 1 pixel off.
So the last one here wants to despawn the physical place, so he's waiting for it to just about to wake up and then gonna enter the pipe. And then if he holds down now, it's gonna pop up and then go down, so it stays at that
I
position.
hope it didn't move. It's weird sometimes.
And then you wanna go do the pipe glitch here on the right side pipe to go down.
Go in.
There we go. And now we go into the magic area of the game's map.
Anji!
And down here we have an invisible note block, and when you hit the note block, it's gonna execute the code that is set up with the enemy positions. And hopefully that's gonna trigger the ending, or it's gonna be crashed.
I think I have 10 minutes. I said give me 10 minutes so we can do this over.
Oh, I got it! First try! Oh, and time, by the way, sorry.
Oh yeah, yeah, whatever.
So yeah, that's the fast way of beating the game. There are some easy setups you can do, there's some faster, harder setup to do as well. But that was great. Well done.
Yeah, thank you, Tomba. Amazing commentary. Thank you.
You're welcome, and you're welcome.
Thank you for the GGs.
And that's Mario 3 for you.
That's Mario 3.
Yeah. And it looks a bit weird because of the glitch.
Yeah.
All fine, it's all good. Yeah, we're done.
Excellent, guys. Great run, great commentary. And we're, as I said, I'm going to hand over to Rh4kor and Toasty Stoke for the next run, which I'd say is Kingdom Hearts 2. I'll be back later on for the Ocarina of Time run, but until then, cheers.